Hey y'all, it's Ebony Nicole Vines. Obviously, by the title, you see that I'm going to be talking about COVID. Your girl had COVID. So I got COVID in November, and I remember I was feeling sick one day, and I had woke up. I remember I tweeted and everything. I had said I felt a little something in my chest, like I felt like I had the urge to cough, right? So I worked throughout the day, and I had some soup, and I ate and stuff like that because I just felt like a cold was coming on. And so like by that evening, like I started to get congested and everything, but I still felt fine. Like I did a brand meeting that evening. Like I felt okay. I was just like, this is a little cold coming on. So then I wake up Thursday morning. I don't really feel any better. So I'm like, okay, let me take some Dayquil, put some Vicks. I always put Vicks under my nose when I'm congested. It's supposed to be on your chest, but I put it under my nose sometimes. I don't know. My mom did it. Um, so yeah, I did that. I worked on Thursday, and by that evening, that's when things started to get like intensified, I guess. So then I started really feeling congested. I had a headache. Um, I had chills, all of that. And so I had went to the store to get some NyQuil, to get some orange juice, to get some ibuprofen, um, and some other stuff just because I was feeling sick. So, y'all, I'm driving back home from the store and I get crazy dizzy, like crazy dizzy. So I'm like, what is this? Like, why am I dizzy? Like, almost to the point where I feel like I needed to pull over, but I'm just like, Lord, if I could just make it home. Please just let me make it home. So I pull up and I'm sitting in my car for like 15, 20 minutes. So I'm like, like, God, just give me the strength to gather these bags and get up to my apartment. So I'm walking up the steps. I get inside. I put stuff up and I'm trying to make myself some soup to like give myself some strength. Y'all, when I tell you I could not stand up straight, like I was literally like crawling, like grabbing onto stuff just to try to hold my body up because I had body aches so bad. Like these were body aches that I had never felt in my life. So I didn't even take the soup out of the microwave. Like I literally crawled to my bed and I called my mom and I was boo-hoo crying. Like y'all, when I say I was like, Mom, like I was boo-hoo crying and I just begged her to pray for me because I was on the verge of calling 911. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a dramatic person, just naturally. But I was not being dramatic. Like, y'all, I was in so much pain. Like I had never felt body aches like that ever before in my life. So, my mom, I mean, y'all don't know, but so my mom, she's an elder. And so anytime I ask her to pray, she just immediately goes in. So, I mean, she was speaking in tongues and everything. And I'm just sitting there just boo-hoo crying. And I lied to y'all not. When we got off the phone, I felt relief. And so she was like, take the ibuprofen. I hadn't taken it yet. She was like, take the ibuprofen, go to bed. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I take the ibuprofen, I go to bed. I wake up Friday morning. Y'all, I didn't feel no different. And when I get a cold, it's like over in a day or two. I didn't feel any better. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and tell my supervisor so that I can go get a COVID test. Just to rule it out because in my mind I'm like, I ain't got no COVID. Like, no, I don't have COVID. I'm exempt from COVID, whatever. So that's delusional. That's literally how I was thinking. I wasn't out here just being crazy, like not wearing a mask and stuff like that. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm never going to get COVID. So I'm gonna just do it just to rule it out. So I leave. I went to go do a rapid test at an urgent care here, and like 2 hours later, I got my results back. So they just handed me a paper, and I'm like, y'all not gonna say anything to me? I'm already paranoid. Like, So I got in the car and opened the paper and that thing said positive. I was like, me? I have COVID? I have COVID-19, the very virus that just flipped the whole world upside down? What? So, of course, I went through reaching out to everybody that I have been around that week, telling them that I had the virus, go get tested. I'm so sorry I didn't know, yada, yada, all that stuff, right? And so that Friday, I was feeling sick, but I was still feeling okay. I was able to call my mom, tell her, call my cousins. Like I was, still able to talk to them and stuff. Y'all, by that Saturday, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And from that Saturday to the following Saturday, I was out for the count. So I'm not going to break down. I'm not going to continue to break down each day, but I'm just, tell y'all the symptoms that I had. So I had congestion. I had chills. I lost my taste and smell, which was so odd because I didn't lose it like until maybe that Sunday or Monday. And it's so different from you having a cold and you not being able to smell or taste anything. It's so different from that. It's like I can't explain it, but I was still okay, so I was still able to smell certain things, but what I was able to smell, the virus made it smell so different and so weird. Same thing with like some things that I could taste. But let's just say 98% I could not smell or taste anything. But that 2%, it was weird. So yeah, I had that nausea, vomiting. This may be TMI, but I had diarrhea too. What else did I have? Fatigue, extreme fatigue. Like y'all, it was out of this world, and I still have some lingering effects from COVID, and fatigue is one of those, like just abnormal fatigue. Breathing issues. I never spiked a fever. Never spiked a fever. It was so weird because I had chills, but I never had a fever. I think that was all. Lost my taste and smell. Congestion, body aches, headache, fatigue, breathing, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. I feel like I'm leaving something out, but if I am, it'll come to me. Just know that I had a lot of symptoms, and every day it was like I had something different. And so that was like what I went through physically. COVID also takes a mental toll on you too. And so for me, I struggled mentally because one, I felt helpless because I'm so sick. Um, and I cannot be around anybody. So being isolated for 14 days at a minimum did a number on me. Now, I'm naturally a homebody. I love being at home. I'm an ambivert, however you say it. So I'm kind of like both, but I really love both introverted and extroverted, but I love being by myself. But when I had COVID, y'all, I wanted to be around people so bad. Like, oh my goodness. I wanted to be around just somebody. Um, so that took a toll on my mind, having to be isolated for 14 days. Then I would watch like my friends and stuff on social media, and they were like, just going out to eat or going to the store, just being around their family and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't do any of that. And these 14 days feel like forever. FaceTime only does so much. People calling you and texting you, it only does so much, but we really need like interaction. Not just because I felt helpless and I was just so sick, but because people, I don't know, like I feel like people kind of treat you like you're a leper or something, like if you have COVID. I was asked so many times, how did I get it? Um, did I think that I gave it to anyone else? And so I was just like feeling guilty. Like guilt weighed on me so heavy. Like so heavy. Um, So that was another thing that I went through mentally. Um, so yeah, feeling helpless, feeling so sick, feeling guilty, and I mean, you got this virus that has literally flipped the world upside down. Like you got it yourself. It was crazy. It was just crazy. But on a positive note, I am so thankful for my friends and my family who showed out, like showed up and showed out, bringing me stuff every day, calling me and checking on me every single day, even at times where I could not answer the phone because I was that out of it, or even text back, like they were on it like clockwork. That love and that support, I mean, it will stay with me for the rest of my life. It was unreal. Unreal. So I feel like a lot of this video I was just rambling. But that's my COVID-19 story. Now, I be joking when I say this, but I can't get that virus again, y'all. If I got that virus again, I don't know what would happen to me, because it was so bad. It was so bad when I had it. Like, now, of course, and I thank God for this, I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything like that. Like, I just dealt with it at home. But that virus ain't no joke at all. So, I'm not going to end this video, like giving advice, because we've been in this pandemic for a good almost year already. So everybody already knows to social distance or wear your mask. If you guys are getting the vaccine, thinking about getting the vaccine, or have already gotten it, leave me a comment below, and let me know like your thoughts on it or your experience with it if you've gotten it. I personally am leaning towards not getting it, simply because I'm just not a person who gives vaccines anyway. Like, I've never had the flu shot or anything like that. And I really want to, like, when I get sick and stuff, I really want to try to heal my body with natural things if I can. But, and like build my immune system and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I don't want to take the vaccine at all. But I'm not knocking anybody who would take it or who has taken it or whatever. Like, I want everybody to do what they feel they need to do for themselves. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. I really hope that they get this virus under control so that we can have some normalcy back and social interaction, not having to wear masks and stuff, especially in the summertime because it's hot. And, like, let us just be free again. So, praying for the families who have lost loved ones to this virus. I personally have lost a family member because of this virus. I'm praying that we just make it through, y'all. I'm praying that we make it through. So, that's it for this video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching and stuff like that, and your love and your support. I'm rambling on like I always do. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.